Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I put up an update. Actually, it was the last New Year's update, 2019, and things didn't really change. School picked up again. I didn't have enough time to do it, and girlfriend and a bunch of other things, so I never really got around to recording. So I was waiting for the summer to hit for me to get back home, and well, that's finally now, so I can get back to recording, get back to doing a lot of the fun things that I enjoy doing, and get some more content up for you guys. So in the background is my drive across the country. I go to school in LA, and I live in Illinois. I decided to mount a camera and just record little clips every once in a while, like 30-minute clips, and then speed it up. This was my favorite section. This was entering Colorado, and I hope I talk long enough that we'll get to the Rockies, or maybe I'll just put the Rockies in anyways, start it from there. I don't know. It was pretty crazy. I'll get to that story at the end, so if you want to hear the road trip story, wait till the end. I'll get there. I have some stuff to go through. So, first of all, I haven't been able to record, but I have been able to work on things for the channel. So for instance, I worked a bit with the logo, made it in a vector form. I had a PNG before, which works, but you can't really scale it, so I kind of taught myself to do vector imaging, trying to work a bit with making more logos and branding things. I feel like if I get my logo working and get everything just a little bit cleaner looking, it might help out. I'm also a perfectionist when it comes to this stuff, so it'll make it easier. And I guess my plans for the summer. I have 3 games I want to play, a challenge I want to do, and a series I need to figure out something to do with. So, challenge. This was mentioned on a comment a while back. I don't remember who commented it, but thank you if it was you. To do a challenge run of Subnautica. I love the game, and I'm getting pretty burned out of it, and I couldn't figure out what to do, and that seems like a really fun thing to do. So, for instance, we need to make the Neptune rocket, finish the game, and then start a new one, and just see how fast we can actually get through it, without what I was doing, which was going back and forth to make a million bases, do a bunch of things, just basically the bare minimum to try and get through the game. I think that would be a lot of fun. Minecraft is the game I don't really know what to do with. I like the game. I'm not burnt out yet, but I'm not really sure where I need to go. I'm thinking I'm going to do what my original plan was, which is teleport myself somewhere random on the map. Just completely random and start over. Bring a bed with me, set my spawn point there, and just start over, start working on some new things, build up a base somewhere else, and then figure out how on earth I'm going to connect the two, because I have no idea how I'm going to do that, because I feel like just going somewhere new will make things easier. Then other games I want to play, I picked them up, Sekiro. I'm going to edit that down, see what I can do with it. I'm going to try and edit some more stuff. Need to finish Dark Souls, haven't done that yet. I'm trying to think of what else I had lined up. Actually, I have Devil May Cry 5 lined up, just a bunch of games I picked up and I never really got around to playing. I have a list, but it won't open. These are all things I should have prepared before doing this, but I'll never, ever be prepared for this stuff. And I was recommended Factorio. I don't know if I will try it. I probably will. I might as well. And then one more game. That'll be a secret. I'm really excited for it, but look for all these things coming up. There'll be probably something coming up tomorrow. Whenever this video gets released, it'll be something, I don't know what game. It'll be something. I might start Persona, because I've been playing a lot of Smash, and I like playing with Joker, and I was like, you know what? I might as well try out the game it came from. The games I need to finish. That's something that I do want to cover. If you guys don't want me to finish them, I don't have to, but I'm thinking of doing a lot more of a, I'm thinking of doing a much more condensed. Okay, so games I need to finish. Sorry, I got interrupted there. I have Twilight Princess completely recorded and finished. We have to finish Subnautica. We have the Minecraft series. Then we have Xenoblade. Those are only things. Twilight Princess is completely recorded. I guess I might as well just go to my channel, see what's going on here. Let's see, my channel. What are my last few episodes? So I have what's not finished. I know I should have had this prepared, but I just wanted to talk. It's been a while. Okay, so Subnautica, Minecraft, Xenoblade, Twilight Princess. So we have up to episode 64 released. Let's see, how many do I have finished. I have through 78. Oh god. I have a lot of those, so those will just start going up again. Those will go up. We'll see what goes on there. Yeah, I should make those a bit smaller. Yeah. Well, you know what? Okay, let's move on to the part that I promised. Those are kind of the more boring things. If you would like to see me play another game, let me know. It's a perfect time. Pretty much any platform I can play it. I was thinking of going back to the Subspace Emissary and playing through that again. I don't know. I might just mess around and see what I can do, because I want to try and edit some stuff, like maybe do larger chunks of recording and just see what I can do. See if I can try and... I'm not very good with sound effects, but just try and mess around a bit. So I'm going to try and do that in Persona, which is a lot of talking. Sekiro, I'm going to try and do that because I'm going to die a lot. So yeah, just leave a comment down below. I'll be better at responding too. That's one of my, it's not really a New Year resolution because it's not a new year, but like end of freshman year resolution. So I feel like that's important to have. Okay, road trip story. So as you can probably tell from the video, if you know cars, I drive a Jeep Wrangler. It is a 2013 JK Unlimited, which means it has 4 doors and it's a manual. So it has 6 speeds and reverse. You do that yourself. So that's kind of miscellaneous, but just to give you an idea of what everything is in. So since I drove across the country, I way overestimated what I could fit in a dorm room. So I just things were exploding in that room. There was way too much stuff in there for the amount of space I had. And then I added textbooks and notebooks and a bunch of paper and a printer and a bunch of other stuff's going across the country. So if you know anything about cars, when you overload them, they don't really like that. So I loaded it poorly the first time I moved out. I put all my weight in the back, pretty much over the rear axle, and that made the front of the car really light. I couldn't really steer. It was kind of dangerous. So I pulled over in Utah. Don't remember what town it was in Utah, but I pulled over and so the first night I basically got out of my final at 4 p.m. and then I drove to Vegas, stayed the night in a random hotel in Vegas, and then I drove until I didn't want to drive anymore. My father came out to drive with me. We drove until Sterling, Colorado, but regardless, we stopped in the middle of Utah, and we're sitting there on the side of the road, just a million degrees outside, and we're like, you know what? We're gonna repack the entire car. And we sat there, and we pulled everything out of the car and repacked it to put all the weight between the axles, which made it a lot better. Still not good, though. The only issue being that the car was 3 inches lower than it should be, which means that you're losing a lot of suspension travel, and it makes things, it doesn't really handle very well. It doesn't like having that much weight in it. So this whole setup is more leading towards where we have to go next. At least the route that we took. So we went from 70, 76, 80. 70 takes you through the Rockies and over the Eisenhower. And it was 23 at the peak. Meaning that there was black ice on the road. A lot of it. And snow everywhere. Which is something I'm used to. I'm from Chicago. I can handle it. That's what I'm used to. However, I wasn't really expecting 6% grades, black ice, and an overloaded car. That might have been one of the scarier drives I've ever done in my entire life, but it was a lot of fun. It was a nice challenge. It was something that I never really have done before, and it was cool. I mean, I was able to apply some of the skills that I've built up while driving, and it was honestly kind of nice. It was a lot of micromanaging gear. So the really interesting thing is that once you're up at that kind of altitude, you lose a substantial amount, you lose a substantial amount of power. I think I calculated about, so that car is 280 horsepower in it. At the peak at 11,000 feet, I think you're running somewhere around 120? I calculated it. Elevation. 11. I found a calculator online. You know what? Instead of doing this myself, why don't I have someone do this for me? Okay, so I lose 92 horsepower, so I'm sitting at, 190 horsepower. It's not a lot. It's not a lot at all. And because it's manual, like I said, I have to choose my own gears. I am in about 3rd gear going 80 miles an hour downhill. That doesn't sound good. Everything just sounds like it's not going well. And the car was really shaky because it was overloaded, but we got through there just fine. And I know it seems a little bit shaky, but I sped the video up 4 times from all the stuff that I had. I figured that would be a good amount. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we stopped in Sterling, Colorado. I don't know, found a Holiday Inn, stayed the night, And then we hit the road again early the next morning to make it back to Illinois. Another like 14 hours of driving or so. It wasn't awful. And then my dad drives the first leg into Nebraska. And I'm sure you guys know where this is going. Car's overloaded, so it doesn't go very fast, which is the reason I found this very funny. I traded with my dad at a gas station about halfway in Nebraska, and 20 minutes after I get the wheel, we get pulled over. And we're sitting there, the car's way overloaded. The guy's like, okay, you're going 95 in a 70. And I kind of looked at him, and my car doesn't go 95. Does not go 95 overloaded uphill. I can promise you that. So the guy's like, oh, well, you were going 95. And it's like, I wasn't, but okay, fine. And so I'm sitting there and I'm talking with him, and we talk him down to about an 87 mile an hour, 11 to 15 ticket. Because we basically explained to him the fact that this car is unbelievably overloaded, and there's no way in hell that car was going that fast, because we hit that speed barely going downhill on a 6% grade with foot on the floor in third gear. We barely hit 95. So that was a fun time. Never been pulled over before, so that was a little disconcerting, but hey, there's a first for everything. And then after that, it was just straight on until Illinois. It is unbelievable how boring the Midwest is to drive through, because the Rockies and the West are very pretty. You've got, I mean, I don't know where I started this update, but you kind of start heading towards Colorado from the west, and you're going through Arizona and Utah, and you have all these awesome red rock cliffs around you, and you're kind of going through a few canyons over some rivers, and then you hit Colorado, which is just beautiful, climbing up through the mountains, then going through the Eisenhower Pass, which is really cool, by the way. If you haven't done it, do it at some point. It's awesome. It's a great drive. So I guess in total, the roads that I took were the 10, the 15, then onto 70, 76, 80, 294, 94, and then miscellaneous roads to get back home. So that was fun. And I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot of roads, but it's a lot of miles. It's about 2,100 miles. Again, it was fun. It was honestly, did I miss one? 10, 15, 76. Oh, 80 to 88 to 294 to 94. Okay, that's the one. I forgot one in there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I have more footage from this drive. So if you guys want to see any of it, just let me know. It's going to be the same kind of shaky as footage. I apologize if that's an issue, but yeah. And if you guys have any other questions about the drive, let me know. I do have more stories other than that. I just felt like that was an easy, short one. I didn't want to drag this video on too long, because honestly, right now, all I want to do is record a video. So I'm going to go leave this and go record something, and hopefully have it up for you guys tomorrow. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's definitely been a while, and well, I'm back, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.